And people will always talk about going through a full range of motion when it comes to pull-ups or pull-downs, making sure that when you're doing a pull-down, the bar comes all the way down to your chest or your collarbone or whatever, or when you're doing a pull-up, that you make your way all the way up to the chest where there's a contact point. I can speak from personal experience when I say that that never ever, zero chance possible that that'll ever happen with me personally and a lot of other lifters, and that's because of the body types. First thing is skeletal frame. I've got a 37-inch sleeve when I wear a dress shirt. It's a really long sleeve in comparison to other people. So that means I've got really long arms for my body type, for my frame. I've also got a short torso. From here to there is not that long. So with that said, my lat attachment is going to be pretty high up on my arm. So when my lat fully contracts to get to its shortest point when I'm doing an exercise like a lat pull down or a pull up, there's going to be a distance between my elbow and my body. So it's going to block me from being able to get any further without really arching my back to a point where I don't want it to be arched, where I'm in an overextension or a hyperextension. So just to show you what a few reps of a regular pull down of mine would look like, and this is not specific to which width I use, but I'll just use a standard bar on the elbows of the pull down bar width. I'll sit in, I'll lean back slightly, I'll set my shoulders, and the bar finishes about maybe 4 inches away from my chest. And that's it. So with that said, it shows that my lats can't get any shorter than what I just went through. It's not an issue with regards to chest mobility or chest flexibility, sorry, or shoulder mobility or the ability to circumduct my arm all the way around, because my mobility is actually not too bad when it comes to that. There's muscle back there, and it's not allowing me to get too far down because the muscle cannot get any shorter, and there's other stuff in the way. So there's not too much that I can do about that because my lat is in full contraction and I've got long arms on top of it, so that's all I got. With that said, if you take into consideration the muscularity of the individual and you take into consideration the lever length of the individual, we're going to run into that sort of problem if we don't look sharp. If you try to force it and go all the way down to force the way past, I don't even know if I can do this, but I'll try, and force that bar down to the chest like that, the only thing that's going to happen is my shoulder is going to migrate out of position. I just depressed it. It's going to slip back out of position because it's going to shift in the socket where it belongs. It's going to shift forward so that my arms kick in a little bit more, my traps begin to kick in a little bit more, and the lift shows no added value for doing that. So it's not even worth your time to do that if you're in that same predicament where your arm length or your muscularity or something like that is preventing you from going through what is said to be the full range of motion, okay?